Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Eve the Medium with you again, and today I'm going to speak to you about in reference to curses. I was asked by a viewer that they have read on a website that curses didn't exist. This is the reason why I'm doing this video, to bring you some knowledge in regards to this subject. And the truth is, curses do exist, and they exist from ancient times. I mean, many years ago in Egypt, they were used to cursing their belongings, and especially at the time if they were very, very wealthy, prior to passing away or when they knew that they were going to die, they would curse their belongings and their riches, so to make sure that no one will come in possession of them, or that no one will steal them. They would be buried with all their possessions, all their golds, and everything they possessed in the tombs. They would curse them. So in case someone will go in, then this curse will be upon them. And the way the curses work is everything is with intention, everything is energy. You take an object and you put, per se, anger in it. You put some words with anger, cursing it. This object, you take this object and you curse it, and then you give it to someone as a gift. And this person, as soon as they touch this object will come, the energy of this object will come in contact with their energy field, with their vibration, with their aura, and they'll absorb whatever was said to this object. They will absorb. You will absorb this into your energy, and you will start feeling the effects of this. The same way as when something that you possess, and you constantly grab this, and you're constantly angry, and you're constantly cursing it, you feeling that thing, whatever it is, with that anger, with those words of anger, words of vibrations, you're putting that energy, and when you put the emotions into it, you're adding more to it. So this object, eventually, either it will break, or whomever will come in contact with that with that object, they will feel those emotions that you feel placed in there. They will feel the anger. They will feel every single emotion and intent that you place into that object. So it is possible to curse anything in general. It is possible to curse a home. It is possible to curse furniture. It is possible to curse a person and a family. It's all about the intention and the emotion. I mean, but it takes a lot to curse, per se, a place. But if you're standing in the middle of a place and you're cursing everything there, which I think is a horrible thing to do, you're feeling that place. The more intention, the more emotion you put into it, you're feeling that place with that energy. And whosoever enters that room is immediately going to be overwhelmed with everything that you placed in there. Anger, curses, I mean, bad luck, anything that you wished in that place. That's why I believe in the saying, be careful what you wish, because it might come true. Whatever you say with intention, with emotion, you're putting everything, you're aligning yourself, and you're sending that out. It's going to manifest. In other words, if you take an object, let's say if you take a pen and whatever you take into your hand and you bless it, and you send that energy of blessing, of love, which is one of the purest emotions that can exist, and you hand it over to someone, immediately, since we are all sensitive to energy, whether we know it or not, immediately that person is going to get a sense of that love, that emotion that you put into it. So it's very important that you yourself bless everything that you have in your home. I mentioned this in a previous video. It's very important to set your intention into everything that you own. And the more you bless it, the more you multiply it. If you have a car, you bless it. Your home, go around blessing everything, your purse, your money, everything. It doesn't matter because everything contains energy. Something that's related to it is the evil eye. The evil eye is almost the same thing as cursing someone. But the thing is, you're not putting words into it. You're not using words. You're using your eyes, which are very powerful. You're staring into whatever it is and sending out. It's as if you were sending rays of anger or whatever emotion you're sending out into that object, into that person, into whatever it is. So the same way it works. The evil eye works the same way as the curse. When you show someone that something that you just purchased, and that person looks at it and looks at it with ill intent, they're sending that out. And most likely what's going to happen then is that the object or whatever you show that person that you're happy about will break. So it works the same way as the curse. For those that ask me, yes, there have been families that have been cursed, entire families. It is possible for someone to curse a pregnant woman and curse the child in the womb. And the person might lose the child, or the child might be born with a handicap or a disability. It is possible. Many years ago, a lot of people were used to cursing their possessions, so no one would take them. So no stranger will become in possession of them, of their article, whatever it was. If it was of value, they will become so attached to their material belongings, believing, I guess, that they would take it into the spiritual world, that they will ask to be buried with them, but at the same time curse them just in case. I know many of you must have heard of Dr. Emoto. He's a Japanese researcher who did the water experiment. He did a research in regards to water. He placed 3 glasses of water, and to each one he placed his intent. And one was cursed. The second one, I believe he sent love into it. And the third one, he completely ignored. And this was a demonstration to demonstrate the power of words, the power of energy. And I think he also added rice to the 3 glasses of water. The first one that he placed the curses and all the ill words were put in there, that one, the rice turned black, completely black. The second one, the water was very, very completely clear. And the third one, the water was cloudy. So this was to show the power of words and the intent, what it can do. This was proven by Dr. Emoto, this Japanese researcher. And the same thing, just as water, we are part water. Our bodies are part water. So anything, even a child, constantly cursing a child, constantly telling that child negative things, you're putting all that negativity into that child. What that child is going to do down the line in the long run, he's going to see himself as worthless. It's the same thing as cursing. Anything that comes out to your mouth, out of your mouth with ill intent, is going to cause harm. If you in your home are constantly fighting, cursing, all these things, every object in your home is absorbing all this negativity, all these words that you're sending out. And after a while, the objects in your home are going to become so overwhelmed by these energies, these negative vibrations, that is going to start reflecting it back into the atmosphere in your home. And everyone who enters that home, or the family that lives in that home, are going to be feeling that energy, because it's going to be, like I said, a back and forth motion. Everything you sent out is already absorbed by the walls, by the curtains, by the chairs, by everything in your home. And then you're going to start experiencing things breaking, objects breaking, your TV breaking, the lights, fixtures breaking, light bulbs going off. And then you're going to wonder why. And then you're going to be more angry, because you're going to say, everything goes wrong for me. Everything in my life is going wrong. And now everything is breaking. I have to continually be spending money on everything. But these things were placed by you in your home. That's why it's so, so very important that the words that you use in your home are words of kindness, words of love, and that your home becomes a temple of peace, not of arguments, not of, when you enter your home, you want it to feel peaceful. Do not allow anyone to bring gossip into your home. Do not allow anyone to come and bring negativity into your home. I, as a spiritual healer, after every spiritual healing session or phone consultation or spiritual cleansing, I always make sure that I cleanse my home. Why? Because that energy will stay. And after a while, I start feeling it. I sense it. And I sense the energy that's stuck. So it's up to me to clear and break all this energy, all this negative vibration away, and give it a way out by opening the window, clearing the place, and releasing all that negativity. That's why it's so important to be very careful the words you use upon yourself, because it's possible for you to even curse yourself by criticizing yourself, by judging yourself, by saying negative things about yourself. All these things after a while will manifest into your life. And when you do it in your home, all these things will reflect back at you. They will be reflecting everything that you put into. All those things will start reflecting back at you, and you continuously will continue to feel negative thoughts, sick, tired, angry, depressed, because you have placed all these emotions in the air in your home. So make sure that that the words that you use are kind words, words of love, and towards everyone in general. Because whatever you send out to others, whatever words you send out to others, eventually will come back to you. We are one in this universe. We are all connected. In one way or another, we are connected. So just to make it clear, so no one will try cursing anyone, just to try it. Whatever curses you send out to someone eventually will come back to you, sooner or later. It is the law of karma, but also we are connected. We are connected in more ways than you can imagine. So whatever words of negativity you send out towards a person, they're going to come back to you. And that is also proven. If you want to, you can prove this to yourself. Constantly criticize someone. Constantly criticize whatever they have. And this will start reflecting in your life. Because everyone else is a mirror of us. Whether we want to accept it or not, we're looking at ourselves in different forms, in different ways, but we are one. We are one. So it's very important for you to believe this video is in regards to that. Believe that the curses do exist, and it's possible to curse objects, people, places, and things. And for you to be very, very careful the way you use your words, the way you use your thoughts, the way you use your emotions in regards to others, in regards to yourself, and in regards to objects in general. Be very, very careful, and also be wary and be protected in regards to protecting yourself. If you feel that something is constantly going wrong, get a reading, get a consultation, see a spiritist, and find out if you have been cursed or if anything else is affecting your life. But curses do exist. I hope you enjoyed this video in regards to curses, and I hope you answer many of the questions a lot of people have asked in regards to if curses do exist. I am here to tell you they do, and that you should be very careful when it comes to cursing anything at all, cursing someone else, or if someone curses you, be careful, because they do exist, and they can affect our life, our body, our finances, and our businesses, and everything in our life in general. So, like I always say, do not hesitate to pose your questions below. Please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, email me if you have any questions, and also visit my website, www.evespiritualhealer.com. And thank you for watching.